What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome back to a brand new football video, and this video's topic is Xabi Alonso's retirement. He announced a few days ago that he is retiring from football. He's hanging up his boots, so if you want to pay tributes to Xabi Alonso, feel free to leave a like on this video and also let me know in the comments below how will you remember Xabi Alonso. I'm sure many of you guys have watched him many times, either for Spain in international tournaments or for Liverpool or Real Madrid or Bayern Munich. What a magnificent, beautiful career that he had. He himself had said in 2014 that he had a beautiful career. He started out at his, and I quote, "I came from my hometown team to the best team in England, to the best team in Spain, to the best team in Germany. It's a beautiful career." That's what he has said, Xabi Alonso. And I fully agree, and I think he's one of the all-time greats of football, and I will explain why. I think not only won he multiple trophies, at least 4 trophies with each club, each big club that he played apart from Real Sociedad, but he also won 3 absolutely massive international tournaments with Spain, 2 Euros and 1 World Cup. Anybody who does that, I think, needs to be considered as an all-time great if he also has a status and the playing ability of Xabi Alonso. And I will also briefly talk about why Liverpool let him go, because Jamie Carragher actually revealed some new information about this. I will go into detail how and why he left Liverpool too early, too soon, and Liverpool, in my opinion, still haven't replaced him. But let's first look at the career of Xabi Alonso. So he was born in 1981, and yeah, he was born in the Basque region in Spain. Correct me if I'm wrong. He began his career at Real Sociedad, and he actually was made team captain very early on by John Toshak, who was then the manager of Real Sociedad. And actually Real Sociedad finished in 2nd place in the 2002-2003 season. And of course Rafa Benitez, who was managing at Valencia at the time, you know, knew Xabi Alonso well. So when Rafa Benitez went to Liverpool, he signed up Xabi Alonso, and it turned out to be a huge masterstroke, because in his first season Xabi Alonso won the Champions League, then he won the UEFA Super Cup, then he won the Community Shield, of course before that he won the FA Cup as well with Liverpool, and he really should have won the Premier League title. Liverpool had one of the greatest teams in the past 20 years with Xabi Alonso in it. What a spine that was. Fernando Torres, behind him Steven Gerrard, behind him Mascherano, Xabi Alonso, Carragher, Agger and Pepe Reina. That team should have won the Premier League title if Benitez would have signed maybe better wingers and better fullbacks. I believe that team was good enough to win the title. But of course Liverpool were quite unlucky, and also they failed to beat many of the smaller sides. Does that ring the bell? But still, Xabi Alonso played a great part. I will never forget his missed penalty, and then he scored a rebound in the Istanbul Champions League final. That was just one of the pivotal moments, in my opinion, in Xabi Alonso's career. He said after the Champions League final that he never dreamed about, you know, going to Liverpool and winning the Champions League trophy in the first season. So that really gave him the belief that he can succeed at the highest level in world football. And I think it's just very unfortunate that, you know, he has fallen out with Rafa Benitez. Still to this day, not many people can understand why did Rafa Benitez want to, you know, replace Xabi Alonso with Gareth Barry of all people. Gareth Barry could play in 2 or 3 positions, and he was also English, but he was nowhere near the level of Xabi Alonso. Of course, hindsight is a beautiful thing. We now know that Gareth Barry ended up at Everton, and he's not, you know, a world-class player, nowhere near the level of Xabi Alonso and what he developed. But at the time, maybe Benitez thought that Gareth Barry would suit his team more. But still, Xabi Alonso didn't leave that summer when Benitez wanted to sell him, because nobody wanted to pay £30 million for Xabi Alonso. So he stayed for 12 months and he produced one of his best seasons of his career in that season, in the 08-09 season, where Liverpool almost won the Premier League title. But, you know, Benitez didn't fix the relationship with Xabi Alonso. He didn't want to, maybe put an arm around Xabi Alonso and tell him that I'm sorry, that I wanted to sell him, please stay, we can build a great team here. That's what Benitez should have done. Instead, he sold Xabi Alonso to Real Madrid, and he, tried to replace him with Alberto Aquilani, who was, nowhere near the level of Xabi Alonso, and of course he was also injured when we signed him. Let's not get into too much detail, but Liverpool could have resisted the temptation to sell Xabi Alonso, because we did it with Mascherano. That season, that summer, when we sold Xabi Alonso to Real Madrid, Mascherano could have went to Barcelona, but Liverpool refused to sell, and Xabi Alonso's contract wasn't, expiring anytime soon, so we could have refused to sell Xabi Alonso as well. And that's when Liverpool's downfall started, and that's when the spiral of Liverpool selling their best players started. But let's talk more about Xabi Alonso. So after going to Liverpool, he went to Real Madrid and he won big trophies there as well. He won only one Spanish league title, which I think is a big regret for Xabi Alonso. He really should have won more Spanish league titles, but of course Barcelona was just incredible at that time. He also won the Copa del Rey, the Spanish Super Cup, and the Champions League in 2014. So actually Xabi Alonso won 2 Champions League trophies, 2 European Championships, and 1 World Cup. I think that's incredible. And at Bayern Munich he could still win the treble. What an end that would be to Xabi Alonso's beautiful football career. And I still think that many Liverpool fans consider him kind of a legendary status, even though he hasn't played for like 10 or 15 seasons at Liverpool. I consider him a Liverpool legend because he was part of that team which did the impossible, winning the Champions League with with Jimmy Traore at the back. I still cannot believe that Liverpool could win the Champions League with that team. It's just that it shows that in football miracles are possible. Just look at, for example, Barcelona overcoming a 4-0 deficit to Paris Saint-Germain. This is why we love football, because of stories like this. Leicester City last season. So Bayern Munich, he also can be considered kind of a legend at Bayern Munich, because he's also part of a really great team. And if Bayern Munich win the Champions League this season, I think that Bayern Munich team also goes down as one of the all-time great teams in the history of football. But they have to win a Champions League title for that, in my opinion. He still hasn't done that at Bayern Munich. And remember, at Liverpool he won the Champions League, at Real Madrid he won the Champions League. So could Xabi Alonso win the Champions League with Bayern Munich? He certainly could do that. He already won 2 Bundesliga titles. I think he will win the Bundesliga title this season as well. And also he won the German Cup at Bayern Munich. And do Real Madrid fans consider him a legend? I'm not really sure. Again, he didn't stay for many seasons at Real Madrid, only like 3 or 4 seasons. I'm not 100% sure. But with Spain, he's certainly a legend. He was part of that golden generation of Spain team, which won 3 consecutive international tournaments, and not many international teams have done that. He won the Euros. I still remember that amazing, Fernando Torres goal, which won the final. And at that time, Torres was a Liverpool player, so I was just going crazy supporting Spain. We had quite a few Spanish players at that time, of course, because of Rafa Benitez. We had Reina, Torres, Xabi Alonso, Arbeloa as well. And also, he won the World Cup with Spain. That was an amazing tournament for Spain, and he was at the heart of it. And he also won another European Championship in 2012. So he has a hugely successful career to look back at, and also he will, I think, stay in football, and he will join maybe a team as an assistant manager. I think he will do his coaching badges, and I can see Xabi Alonso being a manager in his classy suit and sunglasses on the touchline. And he's a very classy guy. He's very knowledgeable about football. He's very passionate about football. So I really hope that he stays in football, and we can see him in some capacity. I would love him to come back to Liverpool and be an assistant manager or an assistant coach to Jurgen Klopp, where he can help the midfielders understand the game better, because he's one of the best players in seeing the game from midfield. So yeah, let me know, what do you think about these talking points that I said in the video? What do you think about Xabi Alonso's whole career? And leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it. More career mode videos coming later today and tomorrow, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching. See you later, guys. Goodbye.